Hello everyone, welcome to Shishu World. I am Priya and today I'm trying something new. It's a new format so far as you know that we've been sharing recipe videos and tips videos with you. But today's video is sort of casual chit chat based on the questions that I keep receiving here on YouTube as well as on our website, which is www.shishuworld.com. Here I'm going to talk about how to introduce solids to a baby. I keep receiving these questions again and again and again. So I thought let's have a casual chat. I'm going to talk about it as a mother, as per my experience and what I have learned, while raising my daughter. I hope you like it, and if you want me to continue in this format, do leave a comment. And if you like this video, do not forget to like it and to subscribe to our channel. Priya, and today we will talk about how to introduce solids to a baby. Now, this is one of the most often asked questions on our website, and as expected, the first time parents are most confused about how to introduce solids and when to do it and what foods are suitable for small babies. So let's talk about that now. As a lot of you must know that doctors recommend exclusive breastfeeding or formula feeding to baby till the age of 6 months. Now, many pediatrician might recommend that you can introduce solids between the age of 5 to 6 months. But whenever you want to introduce, always consult the baby's pediatrician. See that whether your baby is completely ready for starting solids or not. And please do not come under pressure and just introduce because a lot of your relatives are telling, or your neighbor's kid has already started solids or anything. So your baby first of all must be able to sit straight once you start uh, feeding any solid food, and the age should be as close to 6 months as possible. Then what can you start? So it's best to start with single ingredient purees at first. If you start, say, around 5.5 months, you can start with uh, fruit purees like banana puree or chiku or apple purees, papaya, or even let's say some vegetable purees like um, carrots are great, potato puree, then your peas are very good as introductory food. So first 1 month, give only single ingredient purees, and then keep on making them mixed feeding and complex. And uh, again, this is what I have done for my child and what I think works. But a lot of parents also start with cereals first, so you can start with rice or cereals like Cerelac or whatever. You can make your own cereals, dal chawal, khichdis. All of them are great, but it is best to start with a single ingredient first, because we want to monitor the baby for any adverse reaction. So let's say the first week and first day you start giving banana puree. So always give the puree towards the morning hours. Don't start a new food in the evening, because then when you give a new food in the morning, you can monitor the baby throughout the day. So if you see any rashes or any kind, any if the baby is vomiting or any adverse reactions are there, then you can take the appropriate action, take the baby to the doctor or whatever is needed, which you cannot do. It won't be very convenient at night. Then next is, so if you have given, say, banana puree to baby, then all that you have to do is monitor the baby throughout the day, give the same food the next day as well, And from the third day, maybe 2 to 3 days, and then next day, after the baby has taken banana purees safely and you have marked it as a safe food, then you introduce the next one. So next, suppose you give carrot puree. So again, baby has taken the carrot very well. Then you can introduce a new food. You can also combine the new food with this. So suppose after carrot you want to introduce peas. So one day you give peas, the next day you can mix carrot and peas together. You can, after the first week, you can also start giving two meals if you want. So give some of carrot puree in the afternoon, and maybe a fruit puree in the morning, something like that. Again, do not expect your baby to have a lot of food. The first month when you're introducing solids is only to give them a taste of it. Their nourishment must come even now from breast milk or formula milk, whatever you're giving. Next thing to keep in mind is, after your baby is turning 7 months and is fairly comfortable eating solids, since you have been giving them to your baby for almost a month or a little more maybe, then it's best to stop pureeing the food completely. Another question that I get very, very often is, my baby is almost 24 months or 18 months or sometimes even more, and he doesn't want to chew food. So I still have to puree the food, and he does not like chewing. What do I do? Now, that is because it has continued for too long, and now the baby's got used to it. He doesn't want to chew. He does not want to, he does not like the new texture. So once the baby is 7 months old, it is best to start giving mashed food. Give little lumps. Do not give. You obviously are not going to give big chunks of food, but say whatever puree you are giving, say a banana mashed, instead of pureeing it in a blender, mash it using a fork. So there will be small lumps of food, and the baby will get used to chewing them. And do not worry about your baby not having teeth. Their gums are strong enough and they can chew enough food. My own daughter, she cut her first tooth when she was almost 12 months old. Yeah, and by then she was eating almost everything, even chapatis. So not having teeth does not mean that you have to keep giving purees to baby. Give soft food, give well cooked food, but stop giving purees after 7, max 8 months, not after that. I would say, as soon as your baby is 7 months old, start giving lumpy food, and you'll see you will not have that problem that baby will not does not want to eat, uh, or does not want to chew. I'm sorry. Next is, when you start cereals, give a variety of food. So if you have rice, you can give rice, like plain rice you can give, mixed with a little dal. Then another thing is, you can mix them together, add a little vegetable, make a khichdi out of it. You can cook the rice with carrots or pumpkin or potato, and again make a wholesome meal. You can also give suji, which is a very good cereal. Then you can give ragi, other millets. You can cook them and give. So there are traditional uh, meals that are given in different parts of country, and whatever is traditional to your part of the country, give that. It's perfectly all right. It if possible, try to give as much fresh and homemade food as you can. uh, uh, just check out all the recipes that we have on our channel, and you'll see that it does not really take too long to cook baby food. Or most of our recipes get ready in 5 to 10 minutes, and that is fresh food. If you make purees in big batches, you can even freeze them, but then I always feel that the amount of time that you take to thaw and then to reheat the puree, you can create it from scratch in the same amount of time. So it's your choice, but it is fine if you choose to make a big batch and then freeze and then you reuse it. Another thing is uh, what to avoid during the first year. We have another video. I'll put a link on it, which is there are uh, some of the foods which you should not give till the baby turns 1 year. So, very important that you should remember that experts recommend not adding sugar or salt to baby's food. They get enough food, enough sugar and salt for their body's development from whatever food you are giving them, from the breast milk, from the formula milk, from the vegetables. Everything has the required amount of sodium and other minerals that they need. Next is don't give them anything chunky. So even though we're talking about giving them food which they can chew, but all the food should be well cooked. It should be soft. So don't give them things like candy or popcorn, which can cause them to choke. Choking is very very dangerous. It can even cause death. So don't take chances there. Uh, then, as your baby reaches the 8 to 9 month mark, if you want to give, you can introduce non-vegetarian food as well. You can start with eggs. So you can see the video is there how to introduce egg yolk. Uh, there are differing opinions, but traditionally it was said that egg yolk is safer, so you can introduce the yolk first and then later you can introduce egg white. Another thing is not to give cow's milk before the age of 1 year. So continue with breast milk or formula milk till your baby turns 1 year. One more thing that I can think of is nuts. So a lot of nuts cause allergies, but you can introduce nuts by the time your child is like say 10 months or so, but ensure that you either do make a paste or powder them before you add them to their food. You don't want to give big chunks of any dry fruit or nuts because again it can cause choking. So at 1 year mark, you can give to your baby whatever is being cooked for the rest of the family, minus the excess spices, chilies, and salt. So I hope that this video will help you um and give you some pointers to make it easier for you to wean your baby and give you some ideas on how to introduce solids to your baby. Also, this is a new format that I have tried, so I would love to know what you think of it. Would you like me to continue in this format, uh, off and on, of course, or would you like as we were going on earlier? If you like this video, do not forget to hit the like button and to subscribe to our channel. I will see you again very, very soon with another video. Bye bye. Take care.